Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlen, and on this channel, we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. In today's video, as you saw in the thumbnail, we have a duo haul. So I've bought quite a few fragrances, you guys, during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. I did a behind the scenes video where I showed you like once they all came in, like the process of me spraying them out, putting them up and all that. And I told you these were going to be coming, and it's going to probably be a couple of months worth of me hauling duos. But I picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I picked out 10 that I thought is ready to go. So if you want to see my thoughts on 10 of the new duos in my collection, then just stay tuned. All right, so let's see. Do I have any masculine ones that I pulled this time? Because I did get some from my honey too. So if I got any of them that I pulled that are considered masculine, I'll put them together. But I think all of these are either unisex or feminine. Yes, feminine. All right, so all of these are either unisex fragrances or feminine fragrances. And I'm just going to go down the list and go. You guys, I like to, if you see some of my duos up here, yeah, you'll see some of them go in here. I got those little stands, those little acrylic holders. They fit the duo fragrances quite well. They have a little where I can stack them this way. So I put little labels on all of them already, so I can identify right away which one it is. And then I got those organized according to, like, if it's just your everyday signature scent type fragrances, or if they're gourmands. Certain brands I put together, like Fleur or Bath and Body Works inspirations. So when I go to look at the items, I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I can identify it quickly. Because sometimes you can't always identify it just with the picture itself by the name. Sometimes the name will let you know altogether, but I put them this way because they take up less room this way versus this way. So that's how they all are sitting up there. They're all on their sides, and then I put a label to where I can see it. Like, for example, I got this one here. So this is Crush Hour. So like I said, this is your Mascara Instant Crush dupe. It is an Oriental Floral unisex fragrance that has notes of citrus fruits, saffron, ginger, Moroccan rose, Egyptian jasmine, amber, sandalwood, oak moss, vanilla, and white musk. So, okay. So I am, in this one, I am definitely getting the citruses. I do smell some of the ginger as well. Let's see, let's spray this one. Some of these I will spray, and some of them I don't need to spray because these are straights, and normally after you don't spray the bottles out, you can spray, you can smell it quite obviously from just smelling the top. All right, so yes, I am getting some sweetness, some floral, some citrus, and the spicy from the saffron and the ginger. I am picking up on the florals. Yeah, this one smells good. Yeah. Yeah, this is, they named it correctly when it says like an Oriental floral, because it's giving you that Oriental vibe, but it has the sweetness, it has the spices, it has the rose and the jasmine, the florals interplaying together. So I would agree with that Oriental floral. because of the spices they chose to use, the saffron and the ginger mix. The citrus just gives it a nice freshness when you first smell it. But then you pick up on the spices, you pick up on the florals. Yeah, so I'll come back to it. But right now, I do like it. So crush hour is a like. We'll come back and see what I think more of it. So the next one is Leave It to Chance Splendid. So Leave It to Chance Splendid is the one that is inspired by Chance, Chanel's Chance Eau Splendid. And this thing says it goes for $207. Typically it's a floral, fruity, feminine fragrance that has notes of raspberry, rose, violet, rose geranium, iris, cedarwood, white musk. So, okay, so this is a fresh floral smell to me. Yeah, I'm smelling fresh florals right this, like a smooth, fresh floral. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting a nice freshness from the florals in this one. Okay, I do smell I do smell the raspberry, but it's not like a super sweet raspberry. You mostly picking up on the florals. Okay, the geranium in here, I think, is the key player as far as the florals go. Now, you do smell, I mean, you smell the rose, you smell the violet, but I think the key player in this one is the geranium and the iris mixed up. Yeah, this is a nice, fresh, fruity, floral scent. Or I would say floral fruity like they have. Okay. I do smell a little bit of the woods in the background. It probably will come out more as it sits more, so we're going to come back to it. But Leave It to Chance Splendid. That one smells pretty good. Berry Vanilla Allure is the next one that I have for you. So Berry Vanilla Allure is inspired by Sexy 9 Blackberry and Vanilla Musk by Trish McEvoy. And it's considered a fruity gourmand that is considered feminine, and notes of blackberry buds, Amazon lilies, mandarin, patchouli, tiara flower, osmanthus, crystallized vanilla, velvet musk, cashmere woods, and sandalwood and amber. All right. Yeah. You definitely smell the blackberries on this one right away. I sprayed the one, so I might as well spray the rest of them. Okay. Okay, so I do pick up on the blackberry buds that's in here. It has a nice little sweet freshness about it. It has a sweetness about this that is not too sweet, but it's like, it's nice. It's like a nice level of sweetness in here. It smells slightly juicy. That might be coming from the mandarin. And I'm smelling the earthiness from the patchouli, and I'm smelling some of the florals. I'm smelling a different floral, so I wonder if that's what they consider the Amazon lilies that I'm smelling in here, because it's not like my typical jasmine smell like I normally love. And I'm familiar with tiara flower, so I'm thinking the floral note that I'm picking up in here that I'm not used to is the Amazon lilies they have in here. But I like it. I do. Okay, let's go back. I'll come back to it. It do have a slight muskiness about it too. So we'll come back to it, but that's nice. That's nice for sure. So this next one is Milkshake O'Clock. So Milkshake O'Clock. So this one is, it says 7 Minutes by Care Fragrance House. This one normally goes for $160. It's considered a feminine gourmand fragrance. Has notes of caramel, milkshake, vanilla, rose, violet, marshmallow, woody notes, amber, ambergris, and musk. So let's see here. Okay, so I am picking up on, I smell like a sweet milk. I'm smelling a sweet milk. Yeah. So I guess that's the milkshake vibe that it's giving. I'm not really getting caramel, like it says caramel. I'm getting the sweet milk. So I guess, like I said, I guess that's the milkshake scent. I'm not getting any of the florals right now. And I'm not smelling like an airy, sweet marshmallow scent either. So let's come back to this one. But that's Milkshake O'Clock. Right now it's just smelling like I guess like sweet milkshake right now is what I'm picking up on it. But let's see if I pick up on any of the other notes as it dries down further. We'll come back to it. The next one is Fig Whispered Lullaby. So Fig Whispered Lullaby is inspired by Rim from Ariana Grande. It's considered a gourmand feminine fragrance, and it has notes of kinks, fig, salted caramel, marshmallow, pear blossom, lavender blossom, tonka bean, white musk, and sandalwood. Now, you guys, I haven't shared with you guys yet, but I got several of the Ariana Grande fragrances that I hauled. I just haven't shared them with you guys yet. I want to do like a wear test with them. I did share a couple of them in the hauls with you from the ones I got from Ulta, but I got some of her other fragrances too. And I'm thinking I got Rim over there. I have to check and see. I'm looking that way because I got my cubicle things with all my stuff that I still need to share with you guys. But it's over there. We'll get to it eventually. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm thinking about doing like a fragrance follow-up Friday. Not every Friday, but some Fridays. Like me, after I did some wear tests on some of the fragrances that might not be considered new fragrances, but they're new to me and they still may be popular and other people still want to know about them. I'm thinking about doing a fragrance follow-up Friday on some of those. So after I've tested them, I can, bring them on here. Instead of doing dedicated videos for each and every one of them, I'll just include them all that I've tested in that video and just give my thoughts and feelings on those particular fragrances. So tell me what you guys think of that down below in the comments. So let's get back to these duos. I said that it made me think of that because when I got this one, I was thinking I might compare it to the other one to see how close it is, because I also am planning on doing a dupe versus the original series, because I found that I have a lot of originals and I got some dupes of some other fragrances. And even if I don't have a full size of the fragrance, I may have samples or miniatures of those fragrances, so I can still tell you how it adds up, whether it's from the Duo brand, Juliana's perfume, a Middle Eastern or Arabian perfume, genre perfumes. If it's from any of those dupe houses or inspiration houses that I have collected the actual inspired by version of, but I also may have the OG in my collection as well. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already to the channel, so you can see more updates on my duos, because like I said, I did a lot of hauling last few months of 2025. So we got more duos coming. to be shared, my thoughts on them. I sprayed them all out, so they're all sitting and doing their thing. I just pulled 10 from those items to share with you in today's video. So, Rim by Ariana Grande. This one is Fig Whispered Lullaby. So let's see. I know this one is supposed to be like calming, because Rim is like rapid eye movement is what that stands for. Okay, I am picking up on the lavender for sure in here. So that's why I see why some people say they use this like an evening scent. But you can use it anytime you like, but maybe because they felt like it will help them sleep better from the lavender. Yeah, lavender blossom in here is what you smell right off the bat. Like, it skipped all those other notes. Like, lavender blossom was towards the end, and that's what I'm smelling right off of spraying. I'm smelling the lavender blossom. I smell slight sweetness. I'm not getting fig. I'm not getting salted caramel. I'm not getting any of those notes. What I smell is the lavender blossom with some sweetness. It does have muskiness about it as well. So let's come back to this one. But that is definitely what I'm picking up mostly for this one. So Fig Whispered Lullaby. Yeah, this one is more, I think, like it says, like you're trying to be cozy, comfort, going to bed, or just like lounging around in your pajamas at home. You know, this is a nice one of those type scents is what I'm picking up from this one. This one is still quite, juice is still quite white right now as well. But I wanted to give it a go because it has fig in it. So, and I can smell it pretty good. So let's see what it will continue to do as it dries down here. And the next one I have for you guys is a Duo Original. So this Duo Original is called Cherry Cream Dream. So Cherry Cream Dream, like I said, is a Duo Original blend. It's considered a gourmand unisex fragrance that has notes, a lot of notes. Has juicy cherry, red berries, sparkling citrus zest, whipped vanilla cream, frosted cake accord, cotton candy, jasmine petals, tonka bean, smooth sandalwood, golden amber, sheer white musk. All right, you guys, so let's see what we think of this baby. I am definitely picking up on juicy cherry before I even get it to my nose. Woo! Oh, no. All right, I smelled juicy cherry, then it immediately went to that cherry medicinal scent. Hold on. Okay, I'm smelling some of the other berries. Now, maybe that dissipates quickly. Because I smelled sweet, juicy cherry. Then it went to medicinal cherry for like 2 hot seconds. That's why I said, oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that dissipated. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. I am definitely, because I'm still getting a juicy cherry scent, slight berries, but that citrus zest is adding a nice freshness and brightness to it. That smells good. And it has a slight sweetness to it. I'm not getting any creaminess yet, but just let it sit a little bit longer. Let's see. But so far, that took my nose on a quick journey. Yeah. I was like, oh no, for 2 seconds. But it went away. Thank goodness. It went away. All right. Midday Ecstasy. This is the one that is inspired by Afternoon Delight. by Mason Martin Margiela. It says that fragrance can go for $170. It's an amber woody gourmand, and this is a unisex fragrance. It has notes of bitter almond, angelic roots, mandolin, carrot, absolute amberette, New Caledonia sandalwood, premium Madagascar, vanilla pod infusion, and musk. Okay. So let's see here. This is definitely interesting. It's interesting for sure. I don't have anything, I don't believe, in my collection that has angelica roots, Madeline. I think I don't have nothing with no carrot in it. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of almond, but not a whole lot of almond. I'm picking up on the warmth of it. It has a slight sweetness about it, but it's interesting. And I think I'm smelling the carrot in here, because you know, whenever like you're cutting up a carrot or chewing on a carrot, how it has that slight scent to it. It's not a scent that I'm used to smelling in a fragrance. But I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just not used to it. My nose is not used to that smell. This is interesting. This has my interest for sure. Yeah, this has my interest for sure. This is one of those that is like, you didn't see me coming type situation. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scent. I'm just not used to smelling these scents. You know what? I need to look up. Let me look this up real quick, because I have to know, what is this angelica roots? Yeah, so it says that angelica root has a complex, intense smell, earthy, musky, and herbaceous, with spicy, peppery top notes and hints of celery, musk, and sometimes citrus or woodiness. And that is maybe what I'm picking up when I say I'm smelling something interesting in here, because now that it says like herbaceous and earthy with musky mix, that's for sure what I'm smelling, but it still has a sweetness about it. So I'm thinking that might be where the carrot is coming. So yes, guys, I think what I'm smelling is the blend of that angelica root and the carrot, because when you look up the carrot smell for perfumes, it says that it has earthy and woody, slightly sweet, and it has it can also have a spiciness, like a green savor quality about it. And it has a slight sweetness, like a roasted sweetness. And that's what I'm smelling. So I am smelling the mixture of that angelica root and the mixture of the carrot. So let's go back to this one as it continues to dry down. But those two notes are interesting for sure. Like I said, I don't see that in a lot of perfumes for sure. But I am enjoying it. It's like I said, it's giving that particular fragrance interesting quality about it. So something different for my collection for sure, and I like it. I do. I like it. Okay, so the next one is Heart of Rome Extra Dose. You might could tell by the name what this one is inspired by. This is inspired by Donna Born in Roma Extra Dose. So yes, the one Can you see it up here? This one up here? That one. That one up there that I fell in love with in 2025. Dua-fied it and got us this. So Heart Aroma Extra Dose. I will be doing a comparison of the two because I love that scent. Absolutely love that scent. I haven't ran out and bought like all the flankers of the Donna Born Aroma. Like Donna Born Aroma is like one of my all-time favorite scents. Like I love that scent. And I passed on a lot of the flankers. I was curious about the Intense at one point, but I passed up on all the other flankers. The only other one that I will be curious enough to get a bigger size of is the green one that has the T note in it. And I don't think Dua did that one for the women. They did it for the men, because when I ordered it, I thought I was ordering the women's version and it ended up being the masculine, the Uma version. So if anyone from the Dua team is watching, we would like the green one for the women. Because I've been on the fence about buying the original, but I'll be quick to buy the Dua version because I know they'll do a good job with it. I love a T note, and it has a T note in it. But this one can go up to, like it says, $205. And it has cassis, rum, and vanilla. I had already smelled this. When I sprayed this one out, when it first came in, I was super excited. I was like, you're getting there. You're almost there already. Yes. That bourbon vanilla in here mixed with that rum. Oh my goodness. This one is good. This one is good, 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 good. I love it. I love it. That's my first one that I just came out and said I love it. The other ones has been like, I like a lot. This one is interesting. Love this one. I love this one. Hey. Heart Aroma Extra Dose. Love. I'll let it continue to sit to see what else it's going to do. But we got two more to do first impressions on. And then I'm going to go back and re-smell the other ones to see what else they're giving. But the next one is Miss Allure Intense. So Miss Allure Intense. So this one is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana Pour Femme Intense. It's considered a gourmand feminine fragrance with notes of neroli, green mandarin, orange blossom, tuberose, marshmallow, and sandalwood. So let's see. I was thinking about getting this one this past year. And then when I was looking on the Dua site, I saw that they had it on there. They released it. And I was like, okay, we'll get that one. All right, so you are getting the neroli. So you're getting the citrus. This are right off the bat. Yeah, I'm getting the florals. I'm getting the citrus. And I'm getting some sweetness. It says marshmallow is the sweetness in this one. So we'll see what it does as it continues to dry down. But I like it. Yeah, I like it. It has a little smoothness about it. I'm thinking that's from the sandalwood and the tuberose. But like I said, we'll come back to it. The next one is Sugar Coconut Dreamland. So this one is inspired by Vanilla Cocoa by Contour Sud Pacifique. It's an oriental vanilla that's feminine fragrance and has notes of heliotrope, banana cream, cocoa milk, and island vanilla. This was the one I was excited to try because of the banana cream. It's mixing that with some coconut milk. I said, if this is done with right and got some good banana scent and sweetness about it, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I do smell a slight banana scent. It's not heavy on the banana, but I do smell a slight banana scent. And I smell creaminess, so I guess it says banana cream, so that's what I'm getting. I'm getting banana cream. I'm not getting any cocoa milk in it yet. So right now, I'm just smelling banana cream, which I'm not mad at all, with a little bit of that heliotrope. And we already, in the smell, I do smell the vanilla as well. So let's go back to that one. Vanilla cocoa. Let's go back to that one later. Let's go back to the other one. So that was all 10 of them. Now let's go back and re-smell. See what we think of them as they dry down some. Instant Crush. The Crush Hour. That's the Instant Crush dude. I'm smelling more of the jasmine in it now. Whereas before, I was smelling more of the citruses, that ginger, that saffron. Now I'm smelling more of the jasmine. Yes, it's like a smooth, warm jasmine. Has the sweetness from the vanilla. Has slight creaminess from the candlewood. So I'm from the sandalwood. I am enjoying this more as it's drying down, especially. Yeah, this is turning into something beautiful as it's drying down. Yeah, but like I said, before I was getting more of the citruses, the ginger, the saffron, so the spices, right? That really make you think of the oriental vibe. Now I'm getting more of the floral elements, sweet florals, like sweet creamy florals. Okay, this is nice. This is turning into something beautiful. I like that a lot. So that is Crush Hour. I do like this one a lot. That's turning into something, like I said, beautiful. The next one was the Leave It to Chance Splendid. It's that Chanel Chance Splendid dude. Okay. Oh yeah, this one has opened up a lot. That violet in the, like before I felt like I was smelling more of the geranium. That rose in here has come more alive. And the iris. I smell more of the raspberry too. Like the raspberry said it was more of a top note, but I wasn't picking up on it heavily. The rose is singing in here, you guys. The rose and the iris, the fruit, and the musk. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, this is a love. So this is a love as well. Oh my, I like that. I love the blend of the florals. Now, like, I'm not a big rose lover, but the blend of it with the jasmine and the violet and the iris in here is gorgeous. Slight berry from the, tart raspberry scent. Slight sweetness and then muskiness. I mean, it has a slight wood, but it's so slight in there, I wouldn't even... Yeah, this is beautiful. I like this a lot. So Leave It to Chance Splendid is a love. So let me put my loves backwards so I can say which one was. Let me go back to. Yeah, that one's a strong like. The first one is a strong like. That next one is a love now as it undried down more. Berry Vanilla Allure. This is that Sexy 9 Blackberry and Vanilla Trish McEvoy scent. Yeah, this is a musky, woodsy, earthy, slight fruits is in here and sweetness. Yeah, this is a musky fragrance. This is a fruity, floral, woodsy, musky fragrance to me. I wouldn't call this a gourmand. It says fruity gourmand. I wouldn't call this a gourmand. Not in a gourmand in the sense that I think of gourmand. But it is beautiful. So I do like it. I like it a lot. It's not a love, but I do like it a lot. All right, Milkshake O'Clock. This one is that 7 Minutes by Care Fragrance House inspiration. Earlier, we only smelled milkshake. That was it. I'm still mostly picking up on, you know, a creamy white milk, like white milkshake. I'm not getting much of a caramel. Like the caramel in here is not standing out to me. Some slight sweetness, but I'm not really getting marshmallow. I smell a slight rose, not smelling much violet either. I'm not picking up on any woods, but I am picking up on musk. So, not what I was thinking for this fragrance at all. At all. Because when you look at this picture on here and you see those notes, I'm thinking of something that's going to be nice and decadent. You see how they got the caramel drizzling all down, the heavy dose of the whipped cream on top. This is not giving that. No, it's not giving that at all. So this one is a little misleading. I like it, but it's misleading. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Like, not love. It's just a like. It's not even a strong like. So, that's that one. All right, the next one, that Ariana Grande Rim inspiration called Fig Whispered Lullaby. We smelled mostly lavender earlier. I'm getting a little airiness, sweet airiness, so I'm assuming that's the marshmallow note that they're talking about. And I'm still getting musk. So lavender calmed down a lot. And now I'm getting airy, musky sweetness. I'm still not picking up on salty caramel. I'm still not picking up on fig in here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for this. And this one is another one that is a like, not a love, because I would like the fig to be more dominant in here. But that is that one. So that's kind of like on the same level to me as that last one, the Milkshake O'Clock. It's nice, but it's not, you know, a strong like, and it's not a love. Cherry Cream Dream, the Duo Original. That took my nose on a journey. I'm on the fence with this one, you guys, because this one now went back to that kind of medicinal scent, but slightly, not strong, but slight. I'm not getting like cotton candy. I'm not getting... I may be getting that frosted cake accord because it does have like a airy sweetness that I'm getting from that, but I'm not no whipped vanilla cream. Yeah, I'm on the fence with this one. This one might have to go back in hiding. The juice on this one is still kind of clear. It's slightly changed a little bit, but not too much. I think this one needs to go back in hiding. I think the last three. So Milkshake O'Clock, Fig Whispered Lullaby, and this one I'm going to let sit back longer. So we'll do follow-ups on these because I'm not getting like creamy cherry Like I got the juicy cherry. I smell the berries. I smell some sweetness, but the old that it keeps getting to the cherry medicine is off-putting to me. So I think this one just needs to go back and harden. So we're going to let it go back and harden and do this thing so that I can pick up on, because it has a lot of notes in this one. And for it to have as many notes as it has, and I'm still not picking up on hardly too much of any of them, I think it still needs to do some more sitting. So we're going to let this one sit some more. So, all right, Midday Ecstasy. That's that Afternoon Delight inspiration. Let's see. Yeah, it's still giving me what it was giving me earlier, that slight earthy sweetness. Yeah, I'm getting that vanilla pod. I'm getting the earthiness. I'm getting the sweetness. It's still mysterious to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it has a slight muskiness about it as well. This is so interesting for sure. I like this one a lot. It's not a love, but I do like it a lot. So Midday Ecstasy. Yeah. You got my curiosity for sure. I want to see how this one is going to do on my skin. But that's that one. The next one was the Heart of Rome Extra Dose. That was an immediate love. That dark rum in here is getting better and better. Oh my goodness. This is my number one. This is the number one from this haul. It's good. Miss Allure Intense. That Dolce & Gabbana Parfum dupe. I'm smelling the tuberose. Slight orange blossom, but I'm getting mostly the tuberose. The citruses has left. So whereas I smelled the neroli, that green mandarin earlier, like the citruses, I smelled that strongly earlier with the tuberose. Right now I'm smelling a mixture of the orange blossom with the tuberose. I got a slight airy sweetness, so that's the marshmallow, I'm assuming. And I'm not picking up on any like creamy woods right now, so that's probably further in the dry down. And this is another one that I would not consider a gourmand. They got gourmand on here, but I would not consider this a gourmand. I would consider this a fruity floral. Yeah, I'm mostly picking up on the florals in here with a slight airy sweetness about it. So that is Miss Allure Intense. That is a like. And then Sugar Coconut Dreamland. This is that vanilla cocoa dupe. I am still smelling the creamy banana. And I now smell some of the coconut milk. I'm picking up more on the coconut milk, whereas before I was picking up more on the banana cream. And of course, I smell the island vanilla. This is going to be one that is going to be great for layering. I don't know if I would necessarily just want to wear this one by itself, but I would love to layer this with other things. So Sugar Coconut Dreamland, I do like this one a lot too. It's not a love, but it is a strong like. Yes. So where are we? So I only pulled 2 back that I was like, I love both of them. So the 2 that I loved out of these 10 for sure was the Heart of Rome Extra Dose, which is the Donna Born in Roma inspiration for their Extra Dose fragrance. And then this Leave It to Chance Splendid, which is the Chanel Chance Splendid dupe. So these 2 are the 2 that are my favorites off of this list for sure. Yep. These are my favorites for sure. So that is everything in this haul, you guys. This is my follow-up from my haul from the Dua brand, from some of the many of the fragrances that I hauled or that I purchased during the end of last year. So tell me what you guys think of the fragrances down below. Do you have any of these in your collection? Are you eyeballing any of these? And also, like I'll say before, Dua has a lot of fragrances, and they drop new releases just about weekly. And then they do their own spin-off of fragrances, like they do hybrids and tribrids, and they do their own originals. I say all that to say, I normally save those things that I'm more interested in to a wish list. And whenever they do the bigger sales, not no 25, not no 30, not no 33%, when they giving us more of a 36%, 38%, I think one time they gave us like a 39%, one time around when he turned, whatever age he was turning, they gave us that price, which I think that's coming up soon, because I remember it being the beginning of last year when they did a special discount based on whatever age he was turning. They did that special discount for that week. So I got quite a few fragrances at that time as well, taking advantage of that bigger discount. So I still have several on my wish list for my husband and myself both, but I by no means need to buy any more right now until I get rid of some of these. It's a lot that I still need to review with you guys. And the ones that I love, I'm going to put up there. And the other ones, like I said, I'm going to put back in hiding. I'm going to put Milkshake O'Clock back in hiding. The Fig Whispered Lullaby back in hiding. This Cherry Dream Cake I'm going to put back in hiding. And I think I'm also going to do this Midday Ecstasy, because I want to see if it will give me more of some of those other scent notes that's in here. Because this one is still quite clear as well. It's starting to change a little bit, but it hasn't done much changing yet. So, and I think I'm going to do the same with this Miss Allure tints. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to put back in hiding. These other 3 are going to go up there. Am I going to put this one back in hiding too? Let's see here. No, I don't think I need to. So we're going to keep that one out. This one is already given the banana coconut, and its crush hour is already nice. So 5 of the ones are going to go back in hiding, and I'll do a follow-up on those in a future video. But that's it, you guys. That's everything I have for today's video. Be sure, if you're not subscribed to the channel, to consider giving me a big thumbs up before you go, and subscribing to Charlen BFL down below. Other than that, you guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.